Hello, I'm here to review The Mummy, which is the reboot of the Mummy franchise and also the first instalment of the supposed Dark Universe series, which is a sort of reboot of the Universal Monster series. That's uh, not only has the Mummy, has Dracula, Frankenstein, all those monsters, and this is the first instalment of that. And I thought I'd let you know my opinion on the other Mummy movies before I start. I've not seen the original Universal film with Boris Karloff. I know I should, but I somehow never got around to watching any of those films yet. But I will eventually. I have seen the Brendan Fraser films, all three of them. I have the first two with me here. I do own Tomb of the Dragon Emperor as well, but yeah, I don't know where that is. I can't find it. Not that I care that much anyway. But yeah, my opinion on these, yeah, they are very fun films. They are pretty silly. Like some of the special effects, is pretty bad, especially in The Mummy Returns with the CGI Dwayne Johnson as a scorpion. Yeah, that was pretty bad, but at the same time, they're still enjoyable films. And, you know, yeah, they're kind of, this is kind of a guilty pleasure, but yeah, I do like them both just the same. And yeah, I didn't know what to expect this one. It does look like probably the first film just in modern day, to be quite honest. And yeah, but when I went to go see it, it is pretty much exactly what I thought it was. It was a modern day version of the first film. Yeah, it's not much really to it. I don't really like it that much. It's not as entertaining at all as the first two films at all. It has more memorable moments in it than Mummy 3. Yeah, but even then, it's got slower parts as well. Yeah, I don't remember much really about the Mummy 3, really, apart from Brendan Fraser shooting at a fish. That's pretty much all I can remember about it from that film. This one has more memorable moments than that, but it's a lot slower. I remember at least The Mummy 3 was at least fast paced. You know, I could just watch it in 2 hours gone like that. But this one it dragged quite a lot. And yeah, there were some moments I really did like like the airplane crash scene that we all saw in the trailer. You know, that was very well done. You know, and I have been skydiving before, and that scene did sort of capture what it is like to sort of fall like thousands of feet. So that was very well done. But yeah, little moments like that, you know, stands out. But overall, the story is not interesting at all. It's trying to be its own standalone film, but it's also trying to be a starter for this new, you know, Universal Monsters thing, and it's trying so hard to rely on that this franchise starter thing, but it doesn't work. It really doesn't work. I don't feel, and especially for a first installment as well, because the first installment of a franchise like that needs to stand on its own 2 feet first. You know, Iron Man. You know, that worked as a standalone film, and then they started doing the crossovers and stuff in following films. You know, Man of Steel. Yeah, whether you love or hate that film, at least you can agree that is a standalone film before Batman v Superman started up this new universe. And even Wonder Woman as well is a standalone film. You know, this one, it focused too much on trying to set up new monsters and future sequels and future installments, and it doesn't work. I don't really feel it works at all. But things to like about this film, I did like Tom Cruise quite a lot, and you know, he's a great action star. You know, Mission Impossible, you know, Edge of Tomorrow, you know, those films, you know, and you can tell he's a very physical actor. You know, and I know he's been shown doing a lot of his own stunts in most of his films, and this is no exception at all. He does put a lot of his physical effort into this this role, and it's definitely a great performance as well. I mean, he's a pretty unlikable protagonist, but he's a fun, unlikable protagonist. You don't want to see you don't want to see him die at all. Even though you would not like this character if you met him in real life, but you don't want him to die either. So that's that's not an easy character to pull off, but he does pull it off pretty well. Sophia Patella, who plays the mummy in this, she does a good job with what she's given to work with, but unfortunately she's not given much to work with. She looks great. I love her design. I love all the patterns they put on her skin, and I like that effect you see in the trailer where you see she has like 2 irises on her eyes. That's very well done. Good idea. And but really there is nothing much to her character at all. She's a pretty one-dimensional villain. Then her sole motivation is power. That's why she is the way she is. She wants power. That's all. When you compare her to Imhotep from The Mummy and Mummy Returns, power was part of his motivation, but his ultimate goal was to resurrect the woman he loves, an ox and a moon. And here they're kind of with her character, Princess Armanet, I think they pretty much combined Imhotep and an ox and a moon as one character. So, she even looks like an ox and a moon. Patricia Vasquez, I think that's the actress's name who played an ox and a moon. She looks like an ox and a moon, and she's pretty much an ox and a moon playing Imhotep's role, but without the thing that grounded him as a villain. So, she's not given much to work with either. She's just mostly mugging through it, just mugging for the camera. If you want to see Sophia Patella as a badass, watch Kingsman, because she was a real badass in that film. She was awesome. And here she's just given half of the material here. And although the biggest weak link of this film is Annabelle Wallis as Jenny, I think her name was. Oh god. Man, she's not the worst actress in the world, but man, her line delivery is just off. Completely off. And her character is useless as well. She is just a useless love interest. And it's so sad because this film came out the weekend after Wonder Woman, and to see an amazing, awesome action hero in Wonder Woman, then get this character the week after is just bad. It's just bad. And she doesn't contribute much to the story at all. I mean, and when she does, it's only for inconvenience sake rather than convenience. She does help out in very, very small doses, but you can give that role to a throwaway character. And here she's just there. She's just there, and she has no chemistry at all with Tom Cruise. And first time we see her, she slaps him, and she's yelling at him and stuff, and and they try to pay off laughs like these 2 characters are bantering, but they don't work off each other particularly well. Tom Cruise is trying to make this banter work. He's trying to make a joke out of it, but her responses back and the way she's delivering her lines to him, she delivers it so blandly that this bantering is not funny at all. It's just annoying. And that's what I can say about Annabelle Wallis. She's so annoying, so bland, and she's pretty. I think that's the only reason she got this part, because she's a pretty woman. But apart from that, nothing to her character at all. Yeah, especially when you compare it as well to Rachel Weisz from the first 2 Mummy films. She was, she had a few damsel in distress moments, and she may have had an annoying moment or 2, but Rachel Weisz was fun, and she was very likable as well, and she held her own against Brendan Fraser, and Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz had amazing chemistry. But Tom Cruise and Annabelle Wallis, don't ever work together, please. You're just terrible together. So yeah, Russell Crowe was in this, and I have to say he was good. I liked him quite a lot. But yeah, apart from that, there's nothing else to say. I mean, the rest of the characters are just there to either just die, and yeah, that's all I got to say. You know, my suggestion, just skip this film. You know, watch these two. You know, you'll have so much fun watching these two. They're very memorable. You know, I can off the top of my head, I can think of loads of things, but I mean, I can think of the scarabs. The scarabs. I remember those. I remember the mummy priests. Towards the end, I remember remember the cat. Yeah, and this one, of course, I remember Dwayne Johnson as the Scorpion. I remember their son getting kidnapped and even having annoying the henchmen. I remember the double-decker bus. I remember the airship. Yeah, I remember that duel scene between Rachel Weisz's character and Ox and the Moon in the flashbacks. So yeah, I can think of many things about this. I can think of maybe one or two cool moments from this new film, but nothing else. I say, yeah, that's all I got to say really. You know, don't bother with this.